Hey tribe, and welcome to Bobo-Nesha Ancestral Tarot, where we clutch our pearls and keep it moving. Welcome to our Friday reading. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas, and I hope you have a wonderful Happy New Year. We're here for the last reading of 2023. Woo! The last reading of 2023 before we enter into 2024 and start fresh again. Let's just kind of see. This is a collective reading. So we're just going to see like what we can get out of here. If you were drawn to this video, maybe there's something that you can take within for yourself. If you do not resonate with anything, feel free to check out other tarot readers online because not everything's going to resonate with everyone. But let's just see why you were drawn to this reading here. Let's see what kind of messages come out. I didn't come on here with any specific questions. We're just going to see what we get for the ending of 2023 and for the beginning and the rest of 2024. Okay, so what energy surrounds this new year coming for us? Sage it up a little bit, clean it out. Okay, 2024. Ooh. All right. This is very crazy. I feel like this is something that a lot of people have been going through. I know that sometimes I do readings for people on the side. But a lot of people that come to me, sometimes you'll come to me with something and then like a question that you think is important, and then like I get messages that it's deeper than what you think it is. There was a lot of betrayal that has happened, and I'm going to say in our past. For most of the collective. I feel like this has been a span of 10 years plus for a lot of people, where there was a lot of betrayal. But 2023, oh wow, that's crazy. 2023 was a year to really look at the betrayal with our eyes wide open. Like, you can't run. You can't run. This is what happened. This is what it is. You can't run from it. You're stuck in it. You have to see it. Like, there's no hiding anymore. Because in 2024, what was in the dark can no longer survive in the dark. I feel like 2024 is going to be a year of light. That's nuts. That's crazy, you see? I seriously feel, you see the 20 and then you see the 4 here? That's nuts. But 2024 is going to be a year of light. A year of reckoning. A year of getting to know ourselves again. A year of becoming one with thyself. Because all those other years, I feel like many people have wanted to live in a very black and white world. And this is weird because it's like, you hear, oh yeah, just, it's not that serious. It's the world's black and white. Like, it's just that. No, it's not. That's what I'm hearing. It's not black and white. Black and white is what we allowed it to be. That was like the illusion of the world, was to live in black and white. But there's so many different colors that we're missing out on because we're following someone else's dream. We are living in someone else's version of reality, the Matrix, basically. And I feel like 2024 is the year that the Matrix is going to be tested very heavily. I do feel like there was a group of people. There's a very big group of people that have ascended, who have woken up spiritually, and they see past the Matrix, and they see that there's so many other colors there, and you actually see like the truth of who people are, because you don't want to see that. You don't want to see who people are. It feels better to hide and pretend like everything is okay, but for some reason, no matter how much you try to put those blinders on, you can't put them on anymore. That's like the message I'm getting. No matter how much you try to put those blinders on, you just can't put them on anymore because you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to. You can't run. This is like a time. Like, this is so weird. I feel like the 20s have been a time of rebirth. So it's like an Armageddon moment. Everybody has had their personal end of the world moment already. Wow. Everyone has had their end of the world moment already. Wow, we got the moon in reverse, judgment in reverse, and the lovers. Everyone has had their end of the world moment already. We've all kind of like been forced to wake up. We've been forced to wake up. We're not allowed to sleep anymore. You want to, but there's a whole world happening. And it's time for those who are meant, who have ascended, who have been going through the dark soul of the night for the longest period of time and feeling like they're not going to be okay, to come out prosperous, to love themselves, to love everything around them. It's time. The energy that I'm picking up for 2024 is literally like the energy of those of you who have been suffering, those of you who haven't been able to run from so many people. Like, you've been seeing people turn their backs on you over and over and over and over again. This is the time that karma is going to start playing course. Karma is going to start playing course. What was in the dark is now in the light. It's time for change. This is a collective ascension. It's not just one person going through it. It's a lot of people going through it. A lot of people. You don't know how many people I get that I do readings for, and I'm just like, there's somebody like in your circle that you got to be careful of. There's people wishing evil on you. But here's the thing too, with me saying that, when you hear that, a lot of people that are not ready to ascend, that aren't ready, want to be blinded, they say I'm lying. They say I don't know what I'm talking about. It's because you're not ready. You're not ready. A lot of people do not want to wake up. But it's time. You have to see who cares about you and who doesn't. You have to see the truth, because these people can no longer hide. God has taken, how do I say it? In the Bible, it talks about the veil, but the veil has been lifted, guys. The veil has been lifted. You cannot pretend and act like you don't see something. When you see it, you have to listen, because those of you who see it and turn a blind eye because you want to feel comfortable or you want to be accepted, be careful. Because if you've seen it, it was for your own protection. It was for your own protection. And if you ignore the call, you're going to suffer. So if you've come to my channel, you watch this video, if this is resonating with you and you've gotten this far, if people are showing you who they are, take it for what it is the first time, because it's going to be very dangerous for you in 2024. Listen to me. Mark my words right there. If you stay around these same people that are hurting you, it will be very dangerous for you in 2024. You need to leave those people behind. This is like a very serious message. We got wars going on, but guess what? We got an internal spiritual battle going on that none of us can see with our human eyes, but in the spirit realm, you can definitely see it. It's a serious spiritual war. It's called spiritual warfare, and many people are going through it. This is a time to ascend. We are in the time of Aquarius. This is not a time to play around. We are in the winter solstice time too. It's not a joke. It's time. Wake up. Seriously, wake up. It's going to be very dangerous for a lot of you out there because you don't want to wake up. You see the truth, but you choose not to. That friend that keeps telling all your secrets, Even though you ask them not to tell your secrets, they're like, oh, well, I'm just telling my spouse, or I'm just doing this, or I'm just doing that. It's not that big of a deal. That friend's not that loyal to you. That family member that gossips about you every time they're angry. You need to leave. Family, no family. You come in this world alone, you die alone. You leave alone. You enter and leave the same way. But it's up to you. Do you want to ascend? Or do you want to stay where you are? Because I'm going to tell you, this spiritual war is a little bit different than all the other ones. This one is for your soul. There is a war for our soul. And at this point, you don't got to go to no one to sell your soul. You can sell your soul right there on the couch. It's that serious. The devil is right there on the couch with you, in your hands, on your bed, in your hands. If you look at your phone, the devil's right there with you. It's a battle for your soul right now. Everyone's in everyone's business. There's been so many spells casted on this world alone to blind everyone, to not see the truth of what the world is, to not see the truth of what anything is. You can't even watch the news and believe anything. You have people killing each other and saying, oh, I'm doing this for my country. Oh, I'm doing this for that. Oh, I hate these people. Oh, these people. Then you have innocent people dying in the midst of everything. And you mean to tell me one person's better than the other? Tell me where that makes sense. What about that innocent person that didn't want anything to do with it? They just wanted to be happy. And matter of fact, they loved you. They loved the other side. And they loved their side as well. They had to die. Because somebody said the other person was the op. We're fighting someone else's battle. We're not fighting our own. We have been so disconnected with God. We're just lost. Everybody competes with everybody. Everyone wants to hate on everybody. And right now, good is getting attacked heavy and trying to get taken in to the bad side. Yes, evil exists. It's a real thing. Evil exists. But you got to ask yourself, what battle are you fighting? Which side do you choose? Yeah, evil's way easier to live right now. Because if you live in the evil, then, you don't have to deal with as much stress or pain and whatever. But when you return, remember, it doesn't stop here. Life does not stop here. And if you're good, you need to be aware that evil exists. You need to take the blinders off and see people for who they really are and not what you want them to be. Because that right there is the illusion. Who you want them to be. Stop thinking you can control people, because you can't. Many have tried to control you. Many. Some have done it. And many have failed as well. Remember, things in the spiritual realm, you can't see it. So many people have been working with magic manifestations on other people's lives. Energy, period. To affect others' lives, to do better for themselves because they've made deals. Energy swapping. Soul snatching. The word energy vampire is more than what you think. It's not just, oh, yeah, this person, when I'm around this person, my energy feels drained. No, that's a spiritual attack, babe. That's something bad. Because if you feel like your energy is being drained, you don't know what they're taking out of you. And that's when it becomes dangerous. And the worst part about everything is that these people are able to do this without your knowledge. The more you post, and it's so crazy. I am not religious, but I do like to learn a little bit from everyone's religion, or like in general, just books and stuff like that, because I feel like you can get truth from everything. I want to know how people think. I do want to know. And something that I heard about in the Muslim religion actually is that they believe in the evil eye. And I heard somebody say that, like, be careful what you're posting, because when you post too much, people will look at that and they'll give you evil eye and they don't even have to touch you. It's so easy now for people to wish evil on you. You could be, people nowadays, they'll be jealous of your eyelashes. Your eyelashes will fall off. Jealous of your feet that you're posting on social media. Now you got a fungus on your toe and you can't even get your nails done anymore. People don't have goals. People don't know what they want. They look at what people have and they're like, I want that. She looks happy. Why is she happy about it? I want to take it from her and I want it because she's making me suffer because I'm watching her happy. This is the world we're living in now. The illusion is gone. It's now black and white. It's no longer black and white. You got to see the colors because there's still colors there. There's colors. I don't know. You need to start asking yourself if you're happy. What does happiness look like? That's what I want you guys to work on for 2024. Like, what does happiness look like for me? Who's on my side? At the end, these last few days that we have, I need you to ask yourself, who's on my side and who screwed me? Protect yourself before it's too late. Protect yourself. Seriously, and stop sharing so much stuff about your personal life. If you want to share stuff that doesn't matter to you so that you can't get hurt. It's really bad. We're in war now. We're fighting for our souls now. People want to take us out now. Because there's this illusion has been going on too long. They changed it. And it's ending. It's time for a new awakening. And it's going to happen whether people want to stop it or not. It's going to happen. But if this resonates with you, you're that person that it's time for you to wake up before it's too late and someone has your soul and you're doing things that you never wanted to do. This is a time that you can actually be free. This is a time where you can be free and create freedom for the generations to come beneath you. Okay? So, whew, that was a lot. That was crazy. All right, guys. I hope you have a wonderful New Year. Happy New Year early. Just so I let you guys know a little bit about what's happening next week. Next week, we are also still doing 2 readings only because the holiday continues. Next week, I will give you guys information as to how everything's going to work out, the videos. I will start doing more videos so I can try to get through everything because we're going on another year of growth. Thank you to you guys. So with growth comes more questions, and more questions I need to come out. So I need to get more content out for you guys. So I will let you guys know what's happening with all of that next week. Happy New Year. Remember that like the veil has been lifted and it's time to really be awake and listen and pay attention and stop turning our heads to what is wrong. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And we need to look at humans as individuals and not as a collective. I'm not even going to lie. I know this is a collective reading, but you need to start looking at people as individuals and stop looking at them as like with titles, like, oh yeah, that's my elder, oh yeah, that's my mom, that's my family, that's my cousin, that's my best friend, I've known her since youth, that's my mate, I can't leave them, oh that's my child, that's my dad. No, you need to start looking at people as individuals. They came here on their own mission. And that's the thing. The veil has been lifted. You have been warned. You got to start paying attention to who people are. Because right now, if you start acting like, oh yeah, he's young, that kid's only like 15 years old, they would never try to screw me, that kid might try to screw you, you know, but because even though the kid has done so many things, you just keep making excuse after excuse. You don't know what soul, what kind of heart that kid has. But you know what? God will expose to you what you need to be exposed to seeing. The man that's 85 years old might be the one that kills somebody. You just never know. You just never know. He might be the one that's the sweetest guy in the world too. But if you're looking at him with the illusion of thinking that they're such great people, you're going to suffer. Or if you look at somebody and think, oh, such a bad person, you're going to suffer too. Take the blinders off. The veil has been lifted. You can see clearly now. Okay? So we're going to end it there, guys. Bye. Happy New Year.